All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Yoga Therapy for PD. I'm Grisel if you're new, and this class is supported by the Parkinson's Foundation. All right, so getting started on our chair, and you can sit a little bit forward on the chair, just kind of move your body a little bit from side to side, maybe a little bit forward and back. Roll the shoulders up and back, relax them. Allow the head to gently tuck in. See if you can sit just a little bit taller, but gently pressing the hands into your legs. You can allow your eyes to close, but if you're suffering from a lot of anxiety and depression, just keep your eyes open and just find a point to look at straight ahead with a soft gaze, right? So you don't want to be looking around, looking at the camera. Just look somewhere where it's nice and neutral, or so something that doesn't carry any meaning. And then take an inhale through the nose and out through your mouth. Letting the shoulders relax, tension release. And do a body scan from the feet all the way to your face, crown of the head. See if there's any sort of holding anywhere. See if on the exhale you can let that holding go. Begin to connect to Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of your throat on both the inhale and the exhale. So with Ujjayi, if you're not familiar with it, you're constricting the back of your throat and you pretend you're fogging a mirror, but your lips remain sealed. So you are making this sound, but your lips remain closed. So allow yourself to find that breath, nice and gentle. Begin to make it just a little bit deeper without causing strain in the body. Hold the breath at the top for just 1 second. Exhale. Hold the breath out for 1 second. So marking that pause between each breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Two more rounds. After your second round, allowing the breath to return to normal, just in and out through your nose. And we'll begin finding some gentle movement. So do a little movement and then we'll stand up, go behind the chair. So begin to move the trunk in circles. You can start with one circle that maybe becomes a little bigger, or if you start it big, maybe it becomes a little smaller. And then bring the other direction. And coming in, gentle lifting or rounding of your back, coming into cat-cow. Now try to make sure you come all the way into your pelvis, tucking the tailbone, bringing the chin into the chest. As we go through the class, remember to modify, skip anything if there's anything going on with your body, right? Listen to your body above all. Lift the shoulders up the back after the next round. Lift and drop. And then bring it all the way up and in. Do a gentle tense release from the feet to the face, wake up the whole body, and then relax completely, letting the tension go. Do that 2 more times. Tense the whole body. Exhale, let it go. Last time. Take the arms up, inhale. Exhale, keep the abdomen in as you add a forward fold, just to knee high. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to a forward fold. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come from the top, inhale up. And then we exhale and twist to the side, keep the hands to the chest. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart center, exhale and gently twist. Inhale, arms up. Again, hands stay right here in center of the chest, your spine twist. See if you can look over to the back. Inhale, arms up. So making the twist a little bit more active. Twist, look over to the back. All right, come back to center and we go pressing those arms out and up. Add a gentle side bend, bending into the elbows a little bit. Come up, lengthen nice and long. Exhale over to the side. Inhale, press. Exhale, drop. One more time. All right, come into cactus arms, squeeze the shoulders into the back. Just do a little rotation. In and out. Try to keep the elbows at the height of the shoulders, unless your shoulders are a little achy. All right, come back. And then reach up through one side. Reach up as if you're holding the ceiling with your hands. One more to each side, just opening that side body. Press both arms up as if you're holding the ceiling with both hands. And then come and bring the hands right here. Push the hands. And then stay there. You're going to draw shoulder blades back. Keeping the elbows straight, right? So this comes from your shoulder blade. It looks like this, right? You're squeezing back, making those rhomboids pull those scapula back. One more time. Push the walls on the side and go from side to side. Side to side. Very good. Come back. Let's give those shoulders a little bit of a break and just kind of wiggle them a little bit. Wiggle the shoulders. Bring those arms up. We go shoulder, internal rotation, external rotation. So one up and one palm goes down. Try to do it at the same time. See if you can move the arms up and continue to rotate in and out. Very good. Come and squeeze those shoulders into the back once again. Push the walls, lengthen, and then exhale. Release the hands to the chair. Lift the chest up for cobra. And then do some gentle movements here with the head, tilting from side to side. On the next breath, look down to the side of your chest. In breath, out breath to the other side. Inhale, and then on the next breath, look down towards the center of the chest. Keep the chest lifting up. And then coming back to center. Release the hands, sit nice and straight. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, we're gonna do sit, stand, just a few rounds. Remember, if you're not able to do it, you just do this or do this. If you're able to come all the way up, you stand up and then you sit back down. Let me lift this up a little bit so you can see me. Sit and stand. Waking up through the hip joint, waking up the legs. Again, if you're not able to lift, you just do this. Something that resembles that. All right, next time you come up, hold it there and do a gentle hip circle. Nice and slow. And then bring it the other direction. Very good. And then come back to center. We'll go behind the chair just to make sure. Now, I know everybody here is able to go behind the chair. Sometimes if you're doing this from a recording, remember you can have a second chair in front of you if you need to stand up and hold on to that chair. That way you have the other one in the back and then you use it as soon as you need to. So you stay here. I'm going to go on this side so that you can see me better. So if you need to hold on, you always hold on. We go opposite arm and leg. Just kind of getting those contralateral movements from the start. getting the brain to wake up and down, right? So I can look like this. Or if I don't need to hold on to the chair, then you just let it go completely. See if you can reach the arm up and take your time lowering that leg down, right, as best we can. Remember, even lifting the heel off the ground, that works too. All right, one more time. All right, come back to center. Now, hold on with your right hand, lift your left arm, and then open out to the side. Bring it to center, lower down. Same side, lift, open. If you need to keep the foot on the floor, that's perfectly fine. One more time, open, and bring it back to center. The other side, opposite arm and leg, open to the side, bring it back and down. Up, open, down, one more round. All right, very good. Take an in-breath, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale through the middle, forward fold. Place the hands on the chair. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press to downward facing dog. All right, pedal the feet here, lifting one heel, the other heel. Try to keep your abdominal muscles in and your back nice and long. Right, so try not to round too much through the back. Inhale, walk forward. Come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, walk forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale through the center. We add to this. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, lift your right leg and bring it forward in between the legs of the chair. Push away from the chair and then lift your left arm up. Arch your back a little bit and lengthen. Keep lengthening the heel to the back of the room. Come and bring that back foot forward, 1 or 2 steps, sit in chair, Utkatasana. Inhale, arms open overhead. Exhale through the center. Take a pause here. An in-breath and an out-breath. Let's go on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into down dog. All right, left leg comes forward between the legs of the chair. Keep your left hand there and lift your right arm up. Add a little bit of a back bend. So you feel the front of the leg waking up, the front of the body. Inhale, pick up that back leg, 1 or 2 steps brings you to chair. Arms up, and then come back to center. All right, arms up, we swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, press to down dog. Move your right leg forward between the legs of the chair. This time, we're going to add a twist here. So you're going to keep your left hand here, and you're going to gently twist a little bit towards that right side. Inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, twist and follow the hand. One more time. Twist and follow the hand. Come back in. 1 or 2 steps brings you to chair. All the way up. Hands to heart center. Reach those arms up. Swan dive, bending in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into downward facing dog. Left leg comes between the legs of the chair. Right hand stays right here. Twist a little bit to the back. Come back to center. So you follow the hand as it goes back and as it comes forward. And one more time. Come and bring it in. 1 or 2 steps brings you forward to chair. And then you bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, coming into Samasthiti. Take an inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth with a sigh. Again, in through the nose. And then release into mountain pose. Right? Feet either together, about hip bone distance apart from the hip bone. Reach the arms down. Tuck the head in and lengthen through the crown of your head. Can you grow a little taller? Can you stand a little bit more still in the movements in the mind, right? Every time you notice the mind wandering, you bring it back. Notice the feet pressing into the floor, the crown of the head lifting to the ceiling, and you're trying to keep that mind nice and quiet, letting every thought cross the mind. And it's okay that they come. The thoughts come for all of us, right? We're alive. But you say, no, not now. I'm right here in mountain pose. All right, Uvahastasana. Reach the arms up and overhead. Lengthen and see if you can gently look a little bit up where the wall meets the ceiling. Unless you have very high ceilings. I'm counting they're not very high. Otherwise, halfway through that wall. Reach the arms up, grow taller, lengthen. On that exhale, release back into Tadasana, mountain pose. Again, try to still the mind as best you can with the power of your body, that connection of the feet on the floor, right? That's very grounding. If you notice it, feet on the floor, that's where my attention is. All right, open the feet a little bit. And then careful with the chair that you don't hit your arms on the chair. Empty cold sleeves, so letting the arms swing. See if you can just kind of let them go. Make those arms as free as you can. Very good. Come and inhale, lift as if you're picking something up from the top, and then bringing it all the way across to this side. Let's do that 2 more times. Up from this side, follow the hands, bring them all the way down. Last time, bring it all the way down. All right, let's get even. So now we'll go to this side. Arms across, crossing the midline, bring it down. Up, down, one more time. All right, now we're gonna add an element of balance. So if you cannot lift the leg up, you lift the heel, okay? So I'm gonna bring the arms here, and I'm gonna cross and bring it back down. So maybe I just lift the heel off the floor if I cannot lift the leg. That's 3, that's 2, that's 1, right? So 5 on this side, release, in breath and out breath. Now notice how it is, maybe this side is not your strongest side, and just assess. Begin with one that's a little closer to your ground if you need to. Otherwise, the arm goes back and the leg goes up. That's 5. That's 4. That's 3. And 1 more. Very good. And then come back. Back into mountain. Let the heart rate go down. Again, notice the feet on the floor. Rock the weight a little bit to the toes and a little bit back to the heels. To the toes, to the heels. And then from side to side. Now we're gonna let the body kind of sway a little bit wherever it wants to go. So try to think of bamboo in the wind, right? Just kind of let it go wherever it wants to go. Try not to control it so much. Right? A lot of us, we love to control everything that happens around us. And sometimes things are just the way they are. All right, take an in breath, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring it down. Again, in breath. We have 3 more here. Next time you take that breath, you're going to sit down in an imaginary chair. We're gonna add a little bit of a twist. So remember, when you're twisting the spine, try not to twist your knees to the side. So come and bring the arm into the outside, reach up, come back and come all the way up. Come and sit down, hands come to heart center, and then from there you twist and open. Inhale, arms up, just a little bit of a flow. Sit a little lower this time, open up. Bring it back to center. Twist, sit down low, open up. And then inhale, reach those arms up and overhead. And exhale, come back to heart center. Hands back. Again, find a little bit of that bamboo that moves in the wind however it wants to move. All right, and then that next breath brings us up again. We fold again into that forward fold. We hold on to our chair, right, which should be right there, and then press down or back into down dog. Keep the abdominal muscles in. Drop the chest down, right? Working a little bit our posture. Lift the chest up. It's very subtle. Down and up. Down, up, and one more time. Down and up. Come halfway, so I'm going to come a little higher so my trunk is not parallel to the floor. Lift your right arm up. Open the chest to that side wall and exhale, thread the needle under, reaching that arm up. Inhale, bring it in. Open up, exhale. We have that one more time. Exhale. And then come back to center. Press back into downward facing dog. Again, gently drop the chest down. Lift it back up. Continue at your own pace. Inhale, slowly walk halfway. We have the other side, right? Left arm lifts up. Exhale, thread the needle. Nice and slow, up. Thread the needle. We have that one more time. Come back, one more down dog in this series. Press back. This time bend the knees and flatten the back, right? So you're working more your spine, pressing the hip back and the crown of the head forward. All right, next breath, inhale, slowly walk forward. Take your time, find mountain pose. All right, let's warm up the hips a little bit more before we add the warrior poses. Now, you can hold on both hands, no hands, it's up to you, whatever is comfortable for you. So we're gonna do circle. I'm gonna start nice and slow and see if I can make the circle a little bigger unless it hurts in the hip. Bring it the other direction, back and around. We have one more here. All right, place the foot down, take an in breath and an out breath. We have the other side, so if you're only holding on with one hand, then switch the hand so it's a different hand holding on. Again, see how it feels on this side. They're not the same, right, for most of us. So feel free to modify it. We have one more. We got to bring it the other direction. All right, and bring it back down, find that mountain, take a breath. We go side to side with the legs. You can hold down with both hands, up. Now notice when I go up, I don't lean the body to the side, so the head and the shoulders stay right over the hips. Up. So you go to whatever's comfortable. Maybe it's just this, right? Stepping out and lifting the heel. Maybe it's just a little closer to the floor. Doesn't matter. And up. Now be careful with this one that you don't hit yourself on the chair. You're coming forward and back. Swinging the leg a little bit. Again, I don't want to be very close to the chair for this one. I'm going to cross it and I'm going to bring it behind. Cross it, behind. One more. All right, so remember we got to swing this leg forward and back nice and slow. We cross it, we bring it back. Cross. We have two more. Very good. Legs go wide. Keep the abdominal muscles in. You fold in half. You can stay here, or if you want to go a little deeper, you can go on the sides of the chair and go a little deeper. You don't have to, but you could if you want to. Deep breath in, full breath out in that forward fold. Inhale, slowly bring it up. Toe heel the feet. And we're back up and mount. All right, little break if you want to have a little bit of water. Si quieren un poquito de agua. Take a minute here. Now I'm standing a lot, right? If you feel like you need to sit down, you prefer to do the next warrior sitting down, perfectly fine. You listen to your body, okay? We're gonna do some sound before we do those warriors. So the sound that we're gonna find, and as we find the warrior, we'll find the voice, is the sound ah. Remember, you have to inhale, because if I start going ah, I'm gonna pass out. So you inhale, and the sound ah is gonna be your exhale. So as soon as you feel like you're out of breath, even though I might be still going, you take a breath and you start again. Okay? So bring the hand into the belly, one hand into the chest, take an in breath. Inhale. And just take a moment, right? These sounds are very calming because you're vibrating the body. It's a long exhale, so they're going to relax you as soon as you finish with that exhalation. Okay, seated, lo pueden hacer sentado o parado conmigo. We're going to come into a warrior two shape. So what that means is your back leg, back foot slightly in, these toes pointing this way, knee tracks that second toe, your hip, your shoulders, everything faces this side, right? Arms are going to come up at the height of your shoulder. Turn the palms facing up just to change the position of the hands. Breathe in. We're going to find the sound oh as we lift the arms slowly up and straighten out through the leg. Inhale. Oh. Come back on your inhale, pause. Now I'm looking at you because I'm teaching, but otherwise remember your gaze is this way in that warrior two. Again, inhale. Come back on your inhale. And then reach for extended side angle. So the hand can go here, you can go on your forearm if that feels okay, as long as you don't collapse, right? So you want to find both sides of your rib cage open. Inhale, come back through that warrior two, and then pivot the toes, release the arms down. Just take a moment, keep the legs nice and wide. All right, pivot, back toes in, front toes out. Remember, you can be holding on to the chair the whole time. That goes for everything we do. It goes without saying, right? You hold on if you need to. Turn the palms facing up. me move here so you can see me better. Okay, the next sound is like an M sound. So you're just gonna keep your lips sealed and you're gonna exhale sound, okay? So you inhale. Inhale slowly to center, bend into that knee. Pause here. It's an in-breath. Bring it back to center through that warrior two and reach the arm over and towards the side. Remember, keep your chest open to this side. If the arm is too much there, remember, you can always keep it down. Inhale, bring it back. Pivot, all 10 toes are facing the front, arms lower all the way down. Toe heel the feet, come into mountain pose. Take 2 more breaths here. All right, we find the chair next. So you can come in the chair. We'll find these poses sitting down, just to experience them sitting down. And also so you see that if one day you feel like sitting, even though I'm standing, that's perfectly fine. All right. You open this way. This leg can go all the way back here, but if that's a lot, you bring the leg forward and you put it anywhere that feels comfortable for you. We want to stay bent through this leg, a little bit more straight through this leg, okay? Arms facing down this time, just a regular warrior two position. Lift the shoulders up and then slowly drop them down. And can you lift the crown of the head a little bit taller? And can you look over towards this hand? Breathe in and breathe out. All right, we move it here. Reach into the forearm. Remember, don't collapse. Push away from this side. And then if the arm feels okay on the shoulder, reach it over. Create space. Press the foot into the floor. Connect to that sensation. Inhale, bring it back. Hold the chair and lean all the way back. All right, this arm is going to come and find sky arches. So you're going to reach a little bit and lengthen that arm just slightly. Try to hold below the wrist so you're not holding on the wrist area. And then bring it back to center. That's a lot. So bring it back, toe heel the feet, and pause right here. In breath and out breath. All right, we open to the side. We extend the leg. Just see where it feels good in your hip. Maybe you're able to bring it back there. That's fine. Edge of the foot pressing down, right? Create a long leg, lifting through the inside of this leg. Reach and gaze over to the side. Inhale that next breath, coming in, reaching that arm over. Lengthen, nice and long. Come back, just grab onto the chair so you can reach over into the side to see how that feels in your body. And then from there, you reach up, hold below the wrist, and just help it go just slightly back. Inhale, slowly bringing it back to center. And again, toe heel the feet. We sit all the way into the back of the chair. Take 5 deep breaths. Again, if you need to keep your eyes open, gaze softly somewhere. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, right? No anxiety, no depression. And allow them to close. You count the 5 breaths. Connect to that sensation of the feet on the floor. Just press the feet into the ground. Let it go. Press the feet into the ground. One more time. Press the hands into your legs as if you're trying to push your legs away. So notice how doing that just brings you to the here and now. Do both, where the feet and the hands press into the ground and hands into the legs. Press and hold the press about at 30%, nothing too intense or anything like that. And then allow your body to release. Notice the sounds you hear around you. Notice your heart rate. Notice where you connect to the breath. Is it at the tip of your nose? Is it in your abdomen, how it moves? All these things brings you to the here and now, away from whatever is happening in our head. All right, sitting over and towards the front of that chair. I'm going to cross, if you're able to cross the leg, if it feels uncomfortable, you can do this without. And then we're going to add a little bit of a twist over and up. If the arm is tired or your shoulder hurts, you can bring it all the way to the back. Inhale, bring that back eye up to center. And we do a little different twist here. So you bring the elbow into the knee and then keep the heels of the hands together. Other elbow up. See if you can gaze up. Find somewhere to look at, like something on the ceiling. And then bring it up and back to center. Come back. Switch the leg. Again, going up and out or behind you. So whichever you did on the other side, do the same here. Again, you're looking up. You always want to find somewhere to look at, whether you're looking towards your thumb or you look at something on the ceiling, like a little smudge, whatever it is. Something that brings you to a grounded state. Inhale, bring it back up. Long spine brings us into our second twist. Crossing over, heels of the hands together. Keep the gaze up. Inhale, slowly bring it up to center. Reach those arms up, lengthen up. And on the exhale, coming forward, you can either keep the hands here if you don't want to go too low, or you can come and hold your ankles. Maybe you put the hands on your feet, maybe you walk the hands forward. So it depends on your back, just health condition. So pick one that feels good in your body and then allow the breath to deepen there. Very slowly, remember traveling up slow out of those forward folds, coming in, and then lift that right leg up. You can hold here, you can also hold underneath if that feels better in your knee. Allow a little bit of a rotation. Bring it the other direction. All right, so unless your hip and your knee don't allow you to bring the leg here, in which case, if this is not happening, remember, you put it down below, letting the knee drop to the side. All right, bring the trunk just slightly forward and bring it back. Try to keep your chest up and lift it. Forward and back. Forward and hold, and then lift the heel, drop, lift the heel, drop just one more time, lift, and then release. Just gonna fold into the stretch. Inhale, bring it back. Draw the foot down a little bit, create that triangle right here, and then interlace the fingers, draw the leg in that direction of the shoulder. So getting a little bit more of the outer leg, outer hip. and slowly bring it back. Let the leg go and just kind of move it a little bit. All right, bring it back to center. It's the other leg you lifted up. Get a little rotation. Bring it the other way. All right, just knowing that one side is different than the other, so just see how this feels on this side. If it doesn't feel good, just place it down below. It's perfectly fine. Hinge slightly forward, keep your chest up. Move it in and out, just a little bit. Keep it forward and then lift the heel just 3 times. And then just gently fold and hold. So as we hold these poses, instead of letting my mind wander, which is what it does, right? You come back to where you're feeling that stretch. Ooh, I feel it in the hip. Maybe you feel it in the outer part of the hip. Maybe it's a stretch in the knee. And then you're staying with that sensation and you're allowing the breath to be a grounding tool to this present moment, right? Sensation, breath is now, right? So you'll notice the mind goes, but every time, right? Every class you take, you're like, no, I am not making dinner right now. I am not seeing that person. I am here now. So that's why you got to keep training your mind. It's here now, right? Whether it's good or bad, sometimes it's not so good. It's like, it's here, right? It is, maybe it's not as happy, but I am here now. All right, bring it in. Draw the leg in. Hold it and deepen the breath. And you let it go, and of course, you're just gonna move it a little just to kind of release through the legs. All right, come over, sit nice and tall, lengthen up, breathe in. We do just a little bit of a twist to the side, just nice and gentle. And bring it over to the other side. And a smaller circle. Just slower, right? Just kind of cooling down a little bit. And bring it the other way. And then just do a little bit of a rounding and lift. Just a mini cat-cow. Roll the shoulders up and back. And just a couple times forward. All right, I want to keep them up and back. And then sit all the way into the back of the chair. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And find some gentle head rotation. Releasing a little bit of the pressure of the neck. Try to go slow and don't go too far back. And bring it the other way. Allow the head to say yes. Tilt it slowly from side to side, if saying maybe. And then allow your whole body to go down in a deep state of relaxation. We do a little tense and release before we finish. Let it go. Tense and release from feet to face. And then palms of the hands can stay either facing up if you have a little bit of tremors and you want to place it facing down. So those of you that want to do the relaxation flat on your back, or you want to do it on the sofa or the bed if you have it nearby, you're welcome to lay down. Otherwise, you can stay right here seated like me. Once again, allowing the eyes to stay open if closing them is not a comfortable practice. And let's just take a couple of breath in through the nose, out through your mouth. Nice and gentle. In through your nose, out through your mouth. See if you need more. Maybe you need 2 more, 1 more. Just let the body release all the tension, the holding, whatever you don't need, just let it go on your exhale. Find a few moments of silence. Letting the breath deepen, pressing the feet once again gently into the floor, hands into the legs. If the eyes close, maybe you open them, bring the head to look around, just kind of grounding in the present moment, and locating where you are in the room. We go toes and fingers. We'll take a breath together, reach the arms up and overhead. And we exhale, bring it to center. Again, breath in and overhead. Exhale to center. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to find your yoga practice. You can say your name after Namaste. Namaste. All right, thank you so much. So let me know if you have any questions.